Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We will begin the meeting, and this is the January 2026 meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals for the City of East Peoria. First agenda is roll call.
Driscoll.
Here.
Whitman.
Here.
Reeker.
Here.
Brashears.
Here.
Sams.
Here.
And we have Berner.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Excellent. Next order of business is the approval of the minutes held on, or approval of the minutes from the meeting held on December 8th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
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 Any nays? Okay, meeting minutes have been approved. First public hearing is case SU-2025-019, petition of Tiffany Harrison of Freedom Forever LLC for a special use to allow ground mount solar panels on property located at 110 Gardena Avenue. That property ID number is 05-05-12-110-005. Would the petitioner approach the podium, please? And will you state your name for me?
Tiffany Harrison.
Tiffany, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and explain to the board what you are asking for.
This is a ground-mounted solar array, excuse me, that we need a special use permit for to have in the city. And I don't know, I think you guys all just got the new plans that I just got as well. And are you?
Your neighbors.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I know there was a little concern about the location as they currently were when it originally submitted. And so those ones, there's an option if we need to move them to a different location on the property.
Okay, questions for Tiffany. Michael?
So I'm taking it then there's neighbors that are against the current location or wanting them moved?
Yeah, we did have that conversation, but there is, I think, directly across the street there from the original location neighbors, and that could be an issue for them. In the second set that you guys have, where it's located, there's a business right there, so it wouldn't be, you're looking right at an array from across the street.
Yeah. Some of it was staff guidance, just with our experience with these, the ground mounts, if there's an opportunity to screen them and put them back on the property as opposed to have them prominently out front, there's a better chance of approval, and I think that's kind of what, an acceptance by the neighbors.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. That's all I have right now.
Okay, Troy?
No, just thank you for taking the advice and, listening to your
Yeah,
neighbors
absolutely.
and stuff. So I'm good. Thanks.
John?
No, thank you.
Joel?
No questions.
George?
So on solar panels, would you object to maybe planting a screen that's out closer to the walking trail? You got them sitting back there.
Right.
That way it's kind of sheds them.
Yeah, there's no objection to doing that. That can be discussed with the design team and the customer. If that's something, that needs to be done, we can discuss that. But it hasn't come up as of yet until you ask that question. So, yeah.
Yeah, it would just hide it better. And the way solar is going, most people really, that looks ugly or whatever, so, the more I think we can hide it, the better off it will be trying to get it passed.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, so Tiffany, just to clarify, no, the original proposed location was between the house and the trail, correct?
To be honest, in the ones I just sent over, and like you said, that trail, I think the new proposed location, you're saying there's that trail that runs behind that, in between the business, the trail, and the array.
My question was the original proposed location was between the house and the trail, like right up by the house, but between the house and the trail, right?
So the original one was to the other side of the house, on the other corner of, that's a triangle, his property area.
Oh,
But it
so
was
if
on
you're
a-
looking at the house, it was actually on the right side?
So what you're looking at there is the
No, I'm
second.
not, no,
Okay.
not here. The original request. It's on my computer, I can scroll down, but. Okay, so if you're looking at the house, the proposed original request was for the solar panels to be on the left side of the house. Am I
Yes.
seeing that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So, yeah, I was under the impression the trail is located on, going through that new array, new design.
Well,
No,
okay, so
no, the trail
so the
is-
new design, it still sits facing the trail, but it's in the backyard as opposed to on the side of the house.
Right.
And then,
Correct.
I guess my question or for consideration is, for George's concern, is how long of a line of bushes would you even recommend? Because you're gonna walk that trail, you're gonna see the solar panels coming up on it or from the other direction as well, unless you put up an entire line of bushes. And that's just so the people on the trail can't see it.
Well, I don't think we can totally hide it.
Right, okay.
But there's a street that goes through there on the other side of the trail too. And so I think it would hide it
Okay.
good. It's like, you're not gonna see much going through here. I mean, if you was walking the street and you look back there, yeah,
Sure.
you're gonna see it. But if you're driving a car down the street, you're not gonna look back there and see it. I
Right.
don't think, because there's not that much room
And
there.
I remember seeing from the pictures, the commercial buildings that are right here, or from the, okay. Yes, okay. I don't think I have any further questions.
Okay.
You can have a seat.
All right.
Anybody in the audience wish to speak to the zoning board on this particular case? Okay. Seeing no one, we will proceed then, and we will go to the next case. And that is case SU-2025-020. That's the petition of Jason Reese for a special use to allow for an accessory structure inconsistent with the requirements set forth in the city code, section 5-6-5, on property located at 221 Sunnybrook Drive. Property ID number is 05-05-04-214-024. Would the petitioner approach the podium, please? And will you state your name for me?
Jason Reese.
Excellent, Jason. Will you raise your right hand for me, and do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Excellent. Go ahead and explain to the board what you're looking to do.
So basically, I mean, pretty straightforward. I'm sure you guys all have the photos and everything I sent over. So I can't really do, if you're facing my house, I can't do a, like, attached garage or anything on the, it'd be the left side of the house, just because it's so close to the neighbor's property line. So I'm wanting to go and do something, you know, kind of detached, somewhere where I can park my truck and some other, you know, mowers and things like that. So currently my lot is like a lot and a half between myself and the neighbor. So, I mean, there's plenty of room. Neighbor and I get along good. For those of you who might have driven up there and visited, you'll see where that hillside kind of, you can see back through to, I think it's Caitland. So, I mean, my opinion, I think it'd kind of hide some of that fencing and stuff like that from when it went up years ago, and some of the drainage paths and stuff, and that's kind of what I've got. I mean, per the photo here, so I'd take down like a little tree that's there and try to cut, you know, or have the city cut some sort of an approach or something into it so I can pour a driveway and aesthetically make it look nice, you know, for myself and the neighborhood.
Okay. Questions for Jason? Michael?
Yeah, just with the slope right there, considerations for the foundation. You can have it engineered, or is there going to be any issues with supporting that structure on that slope?
So I don't think so, because I mean, part of me putting this variance or special use, I'm wanting to kind of bring it a little closer to where the curb would go. And based on my walk-off, I mean, the back side of that slab would probably only be about that high off the ground, so I'm gonna do some sort of retaining wall or something along those lines to
Sure.
help stabilize it, yeah.
Okay. That's the only question I have as of right now.
Troy?
No, just for the code that we have, is there any chance of getting just like the front part of it to match the facade of your house? Just like brick or vinyl?
I'm sure there could be, I would have to look in to see how, with the structure being built, I'd have to have some sort of like brick ledge incorporated or something along those lines, or go with like a brick veneer to stick on the front of it, which, I mean, yeah, it could be done.
And that's usually the biggest problem with somebody wanting to do something like this, especially when it sticks out in front of the house like that.
Sure.
Is the fact that the neighbors and stuff want it to look like the rest of the neighborhood or whatever.
Yep.
So that would be the only recommendation that I would have.
And I'm hoping it doesn't stick out like too far with the way that the curvature is. I'm hoping it just kind of flows along. You know, I don't want it to nose out too far that it looks like a sore thumb.
That's all I have.
John?
Yeah.
Joel?
Clarifying question to Ty and team. The two changes or what we're approving would be the steel facade and the fact that the building would be in front of his current house. Are those the two?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
We kind of wrap them together. I mean, otherwise, if it was just the building, we would typically do a variance, but in this case here, it makes sense to make it a part of the special use.
Okay. Yeah. I think no changes other than, you know, I actually worked with the city during the whole Caitlin Court.
Okay, sure.
So the back side of that, it would be a concern of foundation, just long-term longevity of that building.
Yeah.
Making sure that, you know, there's something holding on to it so that your building doesn't,
Sure.
you know, have any issues there. That would be the only other concern. And then, yeah, just having the front of that. Would you have I think you provided this picture, would be the double doors be facing the
street.
The street?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions I had.
George?
Yeah, I have a real problem with it sticking out that far past the front of the house.
Okay.
One thing, your neighbor has to look at the side of your garage. Because he won't even be able to see your house.
Okay.
So why not just dig out part of that hill and put the garage square with the house? You know, you got it going like this, why not dig this out and keep it square with the garage? I mean, with the house? And that way you could sit it back farther?
And you're saying dig out the hill as far as
Yeah, as the hill
backfilling
goes
the
up to the
hill?
house?
Yep.
And then,
You're saying make that go out further before it slopes down?
no, so you got it here, and that kind of goes down like this, and your house is sitting up here.
Yep.
Dig this out here, for the garage can come back there square with the house, rather than sticking out past the front of the house.
Okay.
You'd have
So
to bring in
it'd
fill,
be
you couldn't
sitting
dig it
quite a
out.
bit lower than.
Right, right.
For digging. Yep, okay.
Yeah, that I understand.
Yeah.
But I have a real problem if it's sticking out far out past the front of the house, and your neighbor's gonna have to look at it. You might get along with him now, but once you put
Sure.
this up, you might not get along with him. After, when he has to start looking at it.
And from the front corner, as you're facing the house, the front right corner to this structure that I'm wanting to do would probably be no further than 10 feet from where the front corner of the house is now.
Yeah, out past, right.
So, I mean, it's not like I'm coming all the way out. I mean, it's.
Right, I understand that, but still, your neighbor's not gonna be able to look out his front windows or doors and not see your house. He'll see your garage.
Okay.
And didn't it say it's like 10-foot walls?
I believe so.
Okay. And I also have a problem with it being metal.
Okay.
I'm sure you probably checked in the wood, the stick built like?
I have. I mean, I've got a neighbor 2 houses away that's got a metal roof, so I don't know what the huge difference would be if I have a metal roof in a building and if I, did the facade on the front like he's asking, brick wainscot high. I'm kind of following suit of the neighborhood.
Well, I'm not really concerned more about the metal roof, it's more about the metal look of the sides and stuff.
Okay. I mean, a lot of that, in my opinion, would be hidden between my house and the first side. The front's aesthetically going to be pleasing to everybody, so one side doesn't necessarily face her, it's more facing the timber than the ditch.
Yeah, because I went up there once today, then I went back up there again today, and it's like, make sure that that's what I thought, and,
Sure.
okay. That's all the questions I have.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
I was kind of, it is a circle. So do you have an estimate of how far that building is going to be from the curb comparative to the house?
I could follow up with measurements
Okay.
and an email or something along those lines, absolutely.
I was just curious if you knew off
Yeah.
the top of your head. Because you said 10 feet from the corner to the corner, because it's a circle and it's the house kind of around it, actually, that might not be as much as we think, just
Right.
because of the way it's
Correct.
circled, but without measurements, it's hard to tell on this drawing. So
Yep.
that's the last question. Go ahead, Gina.
Thank you.
I don't know that I have any questions. I think
Okay.
driven around that neighborhood several times now. I don't see any other sheds in front yards. I don't see any metal buildings, metal roofs, sure. But I just don't know that it's a metal building in your front yard is appropriate for the neighborhood.
Okay?
Sorry, I'm just trying to be honest.
Nope, understood. I mean, the backyard's tough with all the slopes and hills and ditches back there, so I'm kind of trying to do
Well-
what I can work with.
And you said you were going to use it to store a truck and some lawn equipment and that kind of thing. If
Yep.
it was just the lawn equipment, you could probably put a shed down in the backyard and
Yep.
obviously drive your lawnmower out of the shed. But if you're actually putting a truck or private passenger vehicle in there, I get that you can't do that.
Yep.
Okay.
And with the lot line being so close on the other side, I mean, I'm probably 12 feet. I can't attach and
Okay.
go on there,
Right. Okay,
so I'm kind of, I have to be forced to that side.
that side. Okay. I don't really have any other questions then.
Okay.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome, thank you.
Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to address the zoning board on this particular case? Okay, you can have a seat.
Thank you for
I
your
have a
time.
question for Ty. So, according to looking at the picture, when the driveway comes up from the garage, isn't that like right on the lot line?
So right now, it's not to scale. It would have to be 2 feet off
Okay,
as per code as far as where the driveway would come in and hit. But I think it's just a representation. It's not scaled out.
okay, because I don't want to deal like Robine up there where,
Right.
okay.
Was your question on this side?
Okay, seeing no one in the audience wishing to comment on this case, we'll move on with the next case, and that's case SU-2025-022. That's the petition of Stephanie Berard for special use to allow for an accessory structure inconsistent with the requirements set forth in City Code Section 5-6-5 on property located at 300 Gardena Avenue. Property ID number is 05-05-12-114-011. Would the petitioner approach the podium? Will you state your name for me?
Stephanie Berard.
And Stephanie, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and explain what you want to do.
Okay, so back in, what was it, summer of 2022, the tornado that went through East Peoria completely knocked out our garage. So we have a slab already there. We would like to put a metal building there as a garage in that area. The slab's already there. It would be, the slab's 24 by 24, the building would be 20 by 20. So we would actually put a privacy fence around the side of it and then the back end of it as well. But it would be in that area, it would be anchored down to the slab.
Questions for Stephanie? Michael?
No questions.
Troy?
So again, this is just an all-metal structure,
Yes.
right? So no plans to match the house and the facade of the,
We
Garage
actually
itself.
have a shed that's off to the side on our property also that's going to match this building. We tried to get it a different color, but these were the only options that they had.
okay. I don't have any further questions.
John?
No questions?
Joel?
I don't have any questions.
Yes, so, and you haven't given the thought of stick building one instead of putting up a metal one?
The cost to build build another garage out of wood is way more than what we got back on our insurance. And obviously, it's been a couple of years since we got the insurance money, and it's just a lot cheaper way for us to go.
Okay, but on the front, you would be willing to change that to match like the shed?
The shed does match this color. The shed that we have matches this pewter color. It's just the house. The house is white.
Well, house of white, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
this,
like a concrete finish
yeah,
or something.
yep.
Yeah.
But the shed that we do have matches this color.
Okay, so would you do that with wood or vinyl or
It's vinyl.
vinyl? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's all I have.
And I don't quite remember the pad that's there. Is there an actual driveway to it?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's it made out of?
It's made of gravel. It's a gravel driveway, and then the actual pad's cement.
Okay, so I saw the cement pad. So if you put the metal building on the cement pad, are you doing anything to improve the driveway?
Yeah, we'll probably re-gravel it once we get the once we get the building built and everything else taken care of.
Is that,
So if you're replacing the building, you don't necessarily go for
the improvement?
it's not inconsistent with
Right.
there's a lot of
Okay. Sometimes if you're actually willing to, if you're interested in taking out a gravel driveway, or let's say, I'd make a better example, if you're looking to take out an asphalt driveway, you can't go backwards and go to gravel.
Gotcha.
You have to go either the same or forwards. And
Okay.
so that's, I just wanted some clarification on that.
Sure.
What other plans do you have for the property or the area around the garage? I know, we noticed there was like a fence. I don't know if you've got animals or something back there.
So our dogs go in the fenced-in area that's in front of our shed. That's where we let our dogs out.
Okay.
So that they can hang out outside during the nice weather.
Okay, so that's gonna stay?
Yeah, it's gonna stay, yes.
Okay, okay. And again, you are saying that the stick build is just cost prohibitive?
Exactly.
Okay. I have no other questions then.
Okay,
You can go ahead and have a seat.
thank you.
Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to address the zoning board on this particular case? No? Okay. Seeing no one, then, we will move into deliberations, and we will go to case SU-2025-019. And that is the petition of Tiffany Harrison for solar panels at 110 Gardena Avenue. And, give me this over here. Will the establishment, maintenance, and operation of the proposed special use permit be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals, comfort, or general welfare?
No.
Will the proposed special use permit be injurious to the use or enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for uses permitted in the district?
No.
No.
Will the proposed special use permit diminish or impair property values within the surrounding neighborhood?
No.
Will the establishment of the proposed special use permit impede the orderly development or improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the subject zoning district?
No.
R, have adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, or other necessary facilities to be or been provided?
Yes.
R, have adequate measures to be or been taken to provide ingress and egress from the site, minimizing traffic congestion and hazards on public streets?
Yes.
Will the proposed special use permit conform to all other applicable regulations of the zoning district?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion, or do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
I'll second it.
To clarify, the new present.
Oh, yes.
The new presentation, correct. With the panels towards the rear of the yard, for clarification.
Any considerations for landscaping? Nope. Okay, so we have a motion, do we have a second?
Yeah, I second it.
Okay, perfect. Roll call vote,
Driscoll,
yes.
Whitman,
Yes.
Reeker,
Yes.
Rushiers,
Yes.
Sams,
Yes.
Bruner.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That goes to council next Tuesday.
Okay, next deliberation is case SU-2025-020, and that's the petition of Jason Reese for a shed at 221 Sunnybrook Drive. Will the establishment, maintenance, and operation of the proposed special use permit be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals, comfort, or general welfare?
No.
Will the proposed special use permit be injurious to the use or enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for uses permitted in the district?
No.
Will the proposed special use permit diminish or impair property values within the surrounding neighborhood?
No.
Will the establishment of the proposed special use permit impede the orderly development or improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the subject zoning district?
No.
Or have adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, or other necessary facilities to be or been provided?
Yes.
Maybe.
Or have adequate measures to be or been taken to provide ingress and egress from the site, minimizing traffic congestion and hazards on public streets?
Yes.
Yes.
Will the proposed special use permit conform to all other applicable regulations of the zoning district?
Yes.
Okay. Any discussion or a motion?
I just had one question for Ty. Is this, due to the slope of this and the nature of where it's sitting and stuff, is that something that building code enforcement will go out and inspect upon completion or foundation or at all?
So I think in the beginning, we'd want to see some sort of review of the foundation. I think that, the board discussed it earlier. And while it doesn't qualify for a steep slope zone, there is some amount of fall off there. And given the placement, he's going to have some sort of you talked about retaining wall. I think, it'd be prudent to have a design professional at least look at that and say, this would be sufficient to accommodate a building that would have, a vehicle or two stored inside of it. Certainly given the history of the neighborhood there, it's even more.
So the city would do that prior
So-
to the foundation, or we can get it
So,
after the
as
foundation?
far as, because this is part of a special use process, a condition from the board might make sense to include into the special use, but it is something that we would certainly look for as we reviewing building plans and that sort of thing, just given the location of it, because I don't think you can get the building close enough to the street. I know there was concerns about being too close, how you said it, that I don't think you can bring the building far enough up to where it doesn't have some sort of fall off back there.
Okay. Then I would make a motion to approve the special use with the condition of the changing of the front facade to match the neighborhood and an inspection upon foundation completion.
You amend that to have an engineer.
It could be prior
Prior,
to completion, yeah.
Upon completion of the foundation itself. I don't want him to have the whole thing built and have somebody come out and inspect it.
Yeah. Well, and I think we want to have a design up
Like a
front
design,
that
Yeah.
says this is, this will work.
So put that in there as well as,
Yeah, quite frankly, that makes the process go a lot easier. If we have a design professional says, yeah, this is going to work for this building, then he can, as long as it's constructed as per the design, there's no
is
hang-ups
that
towards the
something
end.
that he has to provide then?
Correct. Yes.
Are you willing to do that, sir?
Yes.
Please.
Go ahead.
So I've worked at Peoria Brick for the last 16 years, so I've got access to all the high-end retaining wall blocks, commercial blocks, as well as the facade brick and veneer. So I think as far as drawings, even providing samples, no issues. For
Yeah,
whatever,
I think we
whatever
just-
you're looking for.
If there's somebody in design there that can
Yes.
just, we're looking for a design professional that says, this will be sufficient for this building.
Sure.
And that's it, just because, I said, the slope itself, and then, certainly the area there has had some stability challenges over the years, and
Yep.
not anything that affected your property directly,
Sure.
but certainly would be prudent to make sure that
Yeah,
you're
and
protected.
I don't want to go through this and have some issue either
Yeah.
down the road. So I want to do it and do it right.
So the actual approval would be for the foundation?
Correct.
Right. I understand that. Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Michael. Roll call vote.
Driscoll,
No.
Whitman,
No.
Reeker,
Yes.
Brashears,
Yes.
Sams,
Yes.
Bruner.
Yes.
Okay,
14.
motion passes. Okay, next case is case SU-2025-022, and that is the petition of Stephanie Berard for building inconsistent with code at 300 Gardena Avenue. Will the establishment, maintenance, and operation of the proposed special use permit be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals, comfort, or general welfare?
No.
Will the proposed special use permit be injurious to the use or enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for uses permitted in the district?
No.
No.
Will the proposed special use permit diminish or impair property values within the surrounding neighborhood?
No.
Will the establishment of the proposed special use permit impede the orderly development or improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the subject zoning district?
No.
Or have adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, or other necessary facilities to be or been provided?
Yes.
Or have adequate measures to be or been taken to provide ingress and egress from the site, minimizing traffic congestion and hazards on public streets?
Yes.
Yes.
Will the proposed special use permit conform to all other applicable regulations of the zoning district?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion, or do I have a motion? Yes?
Please, I'll make a motion.
Is your microphone on?
No, but I will turn it on.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to make a motion to pass it as is.
As is. Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, John and Michael. Roll call vote?
Driscoll,
Yes.
Whitman,
Yes.
Reeker,
Yes.
Brashears,
Yes.
Sams,
Yes.
Bruder.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, that concludes the cases for review tonight, and we've got one little piece of old business, and that would be last month. Last month, I asked for a motion and a second on the previous month's meeting minutes, but I failed to take a vote. So can we have just a voice vote? All in favor of approving the meeting minutes from the meeting held in November, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, meeting minutes from the November meeting have been approved. Is there any new business? What? Yeah. What were they? Okay, any new business? Seeing none, we now have the citizens' opportunity to address the ZBA on a non-agenda item. Is there anyone who wishes to address us? Seeing no one, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
This meeting has been adjourned. Thank you.